everyone, it's Steph here, and I am bringing you along with me to thrift today at Goodwill, as well as a few estate sales, and I am starting my journey as an Etsy vintage reseller. I've done some vintage reselling, and now I'm taking it to the next level with an Etsy shop, TinyFindsTreasures. So come along with me for the ride. Here we go. We're starting off at Goodwill in Northbrook, Illinois, and today's 50% off color is orange. The first item I find is a mid-century mod looking dish with a steam hole. I go ahead and definitely put those in my cart. Not sure what they are, but I think they will be valuable and they're in good condition. Or so I thought. I did end up finding a little chip on this one, so I decided that should probably go back on the shelf. What do you know? There's another one in a different place on a different shelf. Definitely look around if you think you may be onto a set, which I think I am. Let's double check that this has no chips or cracks in it so that it's in good condition, and it looks like we are good to go. I'm thinking maybe this is some sort of Japanese bowl to put rice in potentially. Either way, it's coming home. Y'all, we are having ourselves a scavenger hunt today. There is yet another one. Now I'm getting real excited. Someone obviously donated their collection. Keep watching till the end of the video as I do figure out what these dishes are. And I come across a painted tray. It looks to be hand painted. It's in pretty dusty, dirty condition, but the tray itself is very heavy. They've got $6.99 priced on this, so I decide I don't quite think that it's worth it, and I'm gonna put it back. These pretty floral bowls piqued my interest, and there's also a set of 3 orange ones. I'm curious, so I looked to see what they're priced at, and they're priced at $5. I don't know the company or who made this. It is stamped, but I'm not sure I'm gonna go ahead and invest in them, so I put them back. What we have here looks like a ceramic napkin holder that someone seems to have made because the artist initials are there, but I decide maybe they're not quite worth it because I do see damage on some of them. Now this design I have actually seen on a big plate before, and it has sold on Etsy, and so I decide I think this might be a good grab, and it's actually very heavy, so this one is going to go into my cart. I do think I'll shine it up so that brass really glows, but I'm happy to take this one home. $5. Now I've learned a thing or two about a little etiquette, if you will, and I know I saw a collection with this design on another area, so I'm going to rehome these. On my way to do that, I end up finding this. Notice a resemblance to the things that are already in my cart. I'm betting the same person donated this. I'm gonna give it a look over and let's see what they want for it. $2.99. Now, as I'm looking over this for damage, I don't see any, although you might see something. So this does go in my cart, and I start to get pretty excited about the idea of more.
I hope I can find the other bowls for that because I don't think I'm just going to get one, but I'll keep it in my cart and see.
And I spot yet some more stoneware that looks to be like it could be from the same household that donated the other things. What do you think? Comment below. Do you think this was someone's collection? They've got $2.99 on it, and it's an orange tag, 50% off. There are 2, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the other one as well, as long as it's looking pretty good, and it does. There's just crazing on the bottom, which is normal. And out of the corner of my eye, I see what looks like hand-carved wooden bowls, so I want to take a closer look. Upon closer inspection, they're not looking in the best shape. I don't know what that white is on it. Either way, I don't really like it. And they're priced at $2.99, so I decide I'm going to go ahead and put those back. Now remember those things I wanted to rehome? This is part of that collection, so I put back what I think is the sugar container as well as the little cup for creamer. That looks better now and is ready for someone to take all of it. Now, as I'm looking at this cup and saucer, I actually don't even realize until I do realize what's hiding down there. Oh, another orange tag soup bowl. Yep, gonna grab this. That makes 3. I'm hoping for a 4th. Let's go see if we can find one. Hold the phone. This looks like a hand-built wooden caterpillar with a pulley string. Now, I just had twins 3 months ago, twin girls, and I mean, I can just see them pulling this around in a year or two. I also have a 4-year-old who has probably outgrown this, but it sure is cute. Does he actually crawl? He does. He's in working condition, but I decide I'll let someone else take him home. Any other readers out there who have gotten books from Goodwill? I'm looking for a good read, and this seems like it could be one. Comment below if you know. Orange tag, so $1.50. Okay, I'm a sucker for cowboy boots, and these look to be handmade because there is a signature on the bottom. Not sure about the rope/twine that is on them. That looks like it's seen better days, but I can easily take that off. They are not priced, but they are so cute. AK, I think probably someone's initials. I'm hoping that they give me these for $1 because I think that would be a steal. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the cart. And we're not done, folks. I really do think this is the biggest scavenger hunt I've ever had at Goodwill. But I keep finding parts of this collection, and I'm not mad about it. Another soup bowl, orange tag, $2.99, going into the cart to join the others. $3.99 for this handmade wooden tray. It's kind of in rough shape though. Should I have gotten this? Comment below. So as I'm going past this shelf, I decide to pick up that 4th one that I put back that has the little chip in it because I think I would rather sell these as 4 and price them as 3 because the set I think makes more sense as 4. And I'll be transparent that there is a chip with a picture on one of them. What would you have done? Would you have kept this one back or added it for the whole set? Are you saying what I am saying? This cute koala planter that somebody made just came out on one of the carts, but it has a big chip on it. I do want him because, I mean, look at that face. And imagine a plant coming out of it. $6.99, it's marked as... Oh, this one's a tough one. Would you get the koala or would you put him back? I don't really go for clothes that often, but my sister-in-law would absolutely love this t-shirt, and it's her birthday this week.
Well, we did pretty darn well there. It's like a scavenger hunt. It was everywhere on that trip. But I found all the pieces. I think we got some good sets. And then I found some stuff for my son on the way out. So, thumbs up. This bag fell over on my way home in my car. And I heard the pottery, but I didn't know till I got home that this piece, the only piece I didn't have paper to wrap, was down between my seat and the door. But fortunately, beyond fortunately, no chips or cracks. Woo! So as I said, this didn't crack that fell out of the bag, but this did. The first one I opened up out of paper. So I guess that little bag dropping wasn't a problem. I guess I can try and get this to glue back, but I don't think it's gonna look right enough to sell it. Oh, it's a bummer, but at least it was not a super pricey one, I guess. I hope the rest aren't like that. Okay, I'm walking into my second estate sale for the day. The first one was pretty good for getting personal items for myself, like books for my kids, but this one I think might be really good for reselling. So let's see what we can find.
This cookbook and its title, The Way to a Man's Heart, The Settlement Cookbook, is giving me feel-good vibes. 1945. Speaking of 1945, I think this oven is original to the house and I am loving it. Also enjoy this apron a lot, however, I've got so many at home. And all this dishware seems to be definitely from the mid-century mod era. However, this Italian, what I think is a utensil rester holder, beautiful. I don't need a chandelier right now, but I believe this one is hand painted and it is gorgeous. Look at that detailing.
Hey y'all, it's another day. I am going to go to Goodwill because I've had decent luck there. It is a Saturday today at 10:30 a.m. So I'm curious to see the difference. I bet it's going to be more crowded and maybe overpicked, or maybe they roll out more carts on Saturday. I don't know. Comment below, let me know what you think, what your experience has been. Here we go. I just got here. It looks very busy, so I don't know if I'll be able to film in there, but we'll see. I'm going to drop off my donations first, and then we'll get to shopping. Koala's still here from yesterday. Hi, buddy. You're still cute. If he were half off, I would get him.
Here is a nice Serenity Prayer cross stitch, I believe. And it's sweet looking, priced at $6.99, but it's just not giving me the vibes I need to purchase, so I'm gonna pass.
Okay, wait, this is kind of cool. An old needlepoint, definitely in vintage colors, for sure, vintage piece. Little damage there, but not bad. What's the price, we think?
$4.99, which isn't bad. Should I have gotten this? Because I didn't.
What do we have here? This is kind of a neat piece. It's a pottery, studio pottery vase. Very heavy. $6.99. I think we should get this. This is not a chip. Let me check out the rest of the piece, but if it's good, I'm grabbing it. Thank you. So that was a quick in and out, but I'm quite happy about that base and surprised it was still there, to be honest with you. I actually realized that there is an estate sale on my way home. I looked at the listing last night. I didn't think it was anything special, but because it's on my way home and only 4 minutes from here, I'm gonna stop.
I walk into this house and I am completely captivated by this huge art piece, mixed media, a tapestry by Kalman Shemi. I was pleased to see this piece because I bought one at a much lower price at a different estate sale. Mine has a lighter wood. Looking forward to getting this in my Etsy shop. Now I spot something I can get behind here. A unicorn trinket dish that is brass, made in India with that sticker there. They're asking $12, which is a little more than I want to pay. This tin, made in Holland, is right next to it. I actually have several of these. Love the pattern. Maybe I should have picked it up, but I didn't.
Okay, can we talk about that art piece? It was like a carpeting material, so beautiful. That was worth just stopping to see it. But I did also get this unicorn. Woo! Mercy. This unicorn brass little trinket box here, which is made in India. The sticker shows that. And I'm going to try and shine this up a little bit, and I think that'll be a really pretty piece. And now, I also found another estate sale on my way home. You're just going to think that I say I'm not going to go to estate sales, and then I end up going. And that's the truth. Anybody else? Today I woke up and said, I'm just going to hit Goodwill. I'm not going to hit any estate sales. Because I look at the pictures on estatesales.net and decide if I want to really go to them or not. And I gotta say, the pictures on these two that I'm going to, didn't really spark any immediate need to go. However, I'm glad I went to the last one because of that art piece. And this is I didn't leave empty-handed, right? Like, this is a good piece. So, since they're close to home, I'm gonna stop. Anybody else talk yourself into it? I don't know. It's just the adrenaline of finding a treasure. Am I right?
This piece I have never seen before. It says concert roller organ. And apparently these spindles have the music rolls on them, so you put that into the player. I think it's probably very old, and of course they priced it at $4.40. Nice collection of wall pockets. I think these are my favorite. I'm not a wall pocket expert, but these range from about $24 to $45. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, what do we have here? Wonderful big brass unicorn bookends, very heavy and substantial. I love them, but I don't love the price, $65. Imagine these shined up. I fortunately live right around the corner, so I'm hoping they're here tomorrow at 50% off. This needlepoint is very old, clearly stored in an attic or basement or something because it is pretty dirty, but I think it's of the Swiss Alps and it's so pretty. Big stain there. Oh, I just love the composition though. This mirror is catching my eye from across the room. It has roses around it in like a set-in type of style, almost engraved. 176 is too steep. This vintage tray with colorful flowers on it is pretty at $15, but I already have one with the mirror, so I should sell that one first, I think. I'm sure these candelabras are not for sale and probably come with the house, which is up for sale, but aren't they pretty? Okay, obviously there's a huge stain on this vest, but look at it. Probably a little large for me, but practically the vintage vest of my dreams. It is old. The tag says Expedition, made in British Hong Kong. I actually walk away from this, but then I go back. More surprises to come with this vest. How beautiful is this original art piece? Marked at $35. I hope it's still here tomorrow.
Okay, it's the next day, and I'm back at the estate sale I came to yesterday. I did end up getting one thing that I'll show you in a second because I haven't done the haul yet, but I'm coming back for those brass unicorn bookends, hoping it's 50% off, and also this original painting of what looks like a mother and a baby or something of that nature. They said yesterday they weren't sure they were going to go 50% off, but almost always it eventually gets there. I'm actually here right when it opens at 9:30 because fortunately for me, this one happens to be 5 minutes from my house. So a big win there. And if they're not 50% off yet, I'll just come back. Let's go see what we can find.
They're here! Big win, grabbing these. And this is still here too, which I imagined it would. I really like it. I just think it might be in too rough of shape, especially at 48. Should I have paid 24? Then I remember the original painting. I don't sprint, but I walk very quickly to the other room and she is still there. And I just realized there's a shadow behind her profile. Gorgeous. I also realized I didn't hit the upstairs yesterday, so I come up and I find this gem. Not gonna lie, I kind of regret not getting it because I think they would have only charged me about $2, but this is Dalmatian for days. I also remember this vintage sweatshirt from yesterday. That's Chicago Blackhawks, the hockey team of Chicago. And yes, there's some rust staining, but I'm hoping they give me a good deal and either my son or I will rock this. A McDonald's scarf is in the house, everyone. I surely passed on this, but I love finding quirky things like these.
Woo woo! Okay, I'm pretty happy about that. Check it out. Check it out. I'm really glad I got that painting. It's so beautiful. And I'll show you some details when I do the haul on it. But I also did get those brass unicorn bookends. Oh, and that sweatshirt I got for $2. She gave me $1 off. I did ask if there was any room on anything, but everything was already 50% off and they weren't negotiating yet, which is fine. It's like, 30 minutes into the sale, so I totally get it. So I ended up paying $53 for all of that, which is a little higher than I would like, but I do think all of those have really great potential to sell. Besides the sweatshirt, that's for me or my son. I think I might want to keep this. I didn't even notice this yesterday, but look at that shadowing detail of another face behind her. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I know why I love to go estate sale shopping, because you get these endorphins when you have good finds. That's addicting, right? I mean, there's worse addictions, so we're all right. We're all right. Okay, we are at home in my office. I'm going to take you through the hauls of the last several places I have been with these vintage items that I have found to resell. Now, my Etsy store is brand new. I think I only have about 20 items up there right now. So most of these will go to the store, if not all of them. So let's go ahead and jump right in with some of the things I found at Goodwill. Here is an up-close look at these soup bowls. Very mid-century modern, but a pretty color. Ironically, goes really well with the other, I think they might be rice bowls. I have to do a little more research on what those bowls are behind me, but these are, I'm pretty sure, for soup. And I think these should sell pretty well. I know a lot of people who are into mid-century mod would like this for their kitchen. So really good condition, no cracks, no chips. Looks good to me. I've got 3 of them because check this out. You saw the footage where my bag fell. I got home and checked it. Well, this one is no longer intact. Anyways, that's too bad. Those bowls were $2.99, but orange was the color, so 50% off. Next, we have these, and these are really cool looking. I actually am not that mid-century mod in my design decor. However, these are in great shape. Definitely mid-century mod, probably something out of the 70s. And I think there's no signature, but I don't think that should be an issue because they're in such good shape, no chips or cracks. It just has this little hole right here that if I had to guess, I feel like this would be a great rice holder, but I've got 4 of these. However, I do have one that has a little chip, so I'm just gonna throw that one in there and really price them as a set of 3. And all of those were $1.99 each, so $2, actually cheaper than the soup bowls, which I was kind of surprised because I would think these would be more expensive, but nope. Then we have my dollar find. Now I grew up in the country, so I love me a cowboy boot. Let me tell you, let me get this over in the white so you can see the details of it. So cute. I think they actually had yarn or strings on them, but it was really old, so I took it off. So I might try and tie these up. I might just leave them like this and then let the person who purchases them decide what to do with it. But they're so cute just sitting side by side, or you could turn them into an ornament. There's lots of things you could do. For a baby boy's room, it'd probably be super adorable, but my little cowboy boots, 99 cents. I'm here for it. Really neat old gold or brass cocktail sticks with a flower design on them. Very, very beautiful. I love the detailing of the flower. In really great shape, except there's a couple that have some black on them. Right here, you can see those are not in as great of condition, so I might hold those back. That one's not terrible. There, it's not great. And I paid $4 total for the whole set, so I'm very happy about that. Green parrot there, maybe. They are beautiful. They've got like the shine to them, and I really don't have any idea what the material is because it's firm and it says alcohol proof. Definitely vintage, but the coloring is just so beautiful. There's also a little bit of like I would say that's pretty much a ruby red. I think this is probably for sushi and then like your soy sauce cup here. I honestly don't know. I haven't even done the research yet on a Google image search at all, but they're so beautiful. I was able to get 11 of them, so I just got the whole thing for 30. So that's $2.73 per plate, and I think that's definitely worth it. They stack really well, and they're all in good shape. I mean, maybe a little chipping here or there, but not even a chip, just like a little bit of wear at the top there. But I think that's in great vintage condition for their age. Comment below and let me know what you would use these for in your kitchen or in your house. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the kitchen, right? So pretty though. You agree? No? Disagree? Let me know. Comment below. I mean, it's an original. There's no artist signature, but it's so beautiful. I didn't even notice the shadow behind the mother's face and the child on her shoulder and the detail of the hand. This was listed as $35 and I paid half today. It's not framed. There's nothing on the wood in the back, but that doesn't bother me at all because, I mean, look at this, even this texture down here. So good. And I am not like an art aficionado. I haven't even cleaned up. There's some dust and dirt on it. I think this would sell really well at a fairly decent price, but I might have to keep this. I just had newborn twin girls. They're actually in here with me right now. Oh, hi Max. But I think this is extra appealing because, you know, it's a mama and her baby. And then I have a 4-year-old son too. It's really beautiful. Just the way she's holding him or her. And I don't know. Should I let this go or should I keep it? I think it might be a keeper, but someone out there might love it even more. So I don't know. Comment below. Tell me what you think I should do. Let's talk about the unicorn bookends. When I saw these, I did a happy dance inside. I mean, they're fabulous. I have not shined them up yet. I will shine them up. I know some people like the patina, but just thinking of these shined up is like whew, next level for me. They are stunning. They are made in India. They have a nice soft bottom with a sticker on each of them. Heavy, but I still think they'll ship well. I mean, somebody is absolutely going to love these in any home or any girl's room or boy's room, whoever. I did pay up for them. I paid $30, which, you know, I probably wouldn't have. I think I might have even done a little more. Yeah, I did 33 on these, but I think these will sell into 100 easily. So, especially after they're shined. Gorgeous. This brass bowl is another Goodwill find. It's actually quite heavy, and I have seen a plate with this coloring and design that was made in India, so I'm assuming this is the same thing, but it's definitely real brass. I mean, it's got a lot of weight. I'm also going to try and shine this up and the pedestal of it. I paid $4.99 for this at Goodwill. Nice catch-all bowl or something to put in somebody's house. I love books, even though I don't read as much as I used to. There's something about a book in your hand. Am I right? I can't do the Kindle. I just can't do it. Anyone else? But old books, which are probably going to be even more antique one day because who knows, we'll probably just be able to read inside of our brain a book. We'll click one button and it uploads into our eyes. I don't know, this whole AI stuff is crazy. Oh, Winnie did not like that. Books aren't going away, honey. Mama will have books for you. Anyway, very old books I just think are special, and so I don't hesitate buying them. And this is called The Settlement Cookbook, The Way to a Man's Heart, which I just think is funny. I think this would be super cute as a gift for a newlywed couple or newly engaged couple, you know, just throwing it in there a little bit. But this is dated back to 1945. Really neat. I love the red on the inside, and I marked it because it's got such fun things like different ice creams, New York ice cream, Philadelphia ice cream, French ice cream. I mean, who knew there were so many different ice creams in the States? And this is where it gets sentimental. I didn't realize this till I got home, but inside of this is a poem, a fishtail poem. I mean, handwritten. There's not a date on it, but I just love it. It keeps going and going. So I'm gonna keep it with the book. I feel like it has to stay with the book. And then of course your cutout recipes, right? My mom does the same thing, I think, if I remember. And the last thing I thought was super neat about this is it actually has meals laid out in the back of the book with dishes you can put together and have a complete meal. And then it lists the page that each dish is on. Brilliant. I don't think the cookbooks today do that, do they? So I myself don't cook my way into my man's heart because I'm not a chef. Or a cook for that matter, really. So this will be available in my Etsy shop soon. And then I've got some older books for me. I just thought the binding of this was incredible, going to be beautiful to style with. And along the same lines of love, this is My Beloved. What a pretty book this is. I just thought the coloring and the title is really fitting. Inside are simply poems. And then of course I opened it and I saw this handwritten note, 1945. It gets me every time. And just the feel of the pages. Do you know what I mean? The feel of the pages on an old book is comforting immediately. So I'll use this for styling. And then the last couple things. Oh, I love this vest. I don't think I even showed this on camera, but watch this. Reversible. 10 bucks. I was worried about the staining, but on this side, it looks fabulous. Maybe just a little something there, but not bad at all. Corduroy and down. These are actually two of my favorite colors. So this one's for me. And the buttons on it, even the buttons are cool, but it's on both sides. So that is incredible. Love. Glad I got this the first day because I think it would have been gone by the time I got back. So $10 for a vintage reversible vest like this. I think it's technically a men's, but mama don't care. And Either my son will wear it one day or I'll wear it a couple days. We went vintage with the Chicago sports team sweatshirt. Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, there's a little staining, but I think the young kids wear them that way these days anyways, right? It's simple, but for sure vintage. It'll work for me or him. And this was only $2, so why not? I did wait until the second day to get this because I wasn't going to pay $6 for it. And they gave me $1 off.
So funnily enough, I'm editing this video and realized I didn't show you 2 of the items that I ended up getting. One from Goodwill and one at one of the estate sales. So I'm gonna cover those with you now. Look at this beauty. A piece of studio pottery. And in the Midwest, I really don't see these pieces that often. If you're in the Midwest, let me know if you do, but I see a lot of Pacific Northwest vintage resellers get studio pottery all the time, like every time they go out almost. And I would say from my experience, it's not as common in the Midwest, and I'm located in the northern suburbs of Chicago. But when I saw this at Goodwill, just sitting there real lonely, down in the good old vase aisle that is usually just like a bunch of clear vases left over from flower deliveries that you've ordered from 1-800-Flowers or something. By the way, this is my soapbox on flowers because I actually am a huge avid cut flower gardener. That's how I got started on YouTube. I have a more established channel called Tiny's Garden. I'm totally self-promoting here and not trying to be cheesy, but I wasn't even gonna mention anything, however. If you can, try and buy local flowers because they're so much prettier. I'll put a couple of my bouquets on the screen, but if you're into cut flowers or looking to learn how to grow them, please check out my other channel, Tiny's Garden, because I think you'd really enjoy it and we have such a fun community there. So that's my little soapbox. If you can, really search out some flower farmers or local flowers around your area. And if not, I get it. Like, it's not everywhere. It's not available everywhere, but at least look, you'll be happy you did. Back to our regular scheduled programming. This definitely came home. I mean, it's a great piece. I for sure couldn't make this. Look at the detailing at the top. Those are different rings. It also widens a little bit and narrows at the top. And then the glazing is just super pretty. Dark, moody colors, little blue. I'm really happy I found this piece. And there's also an artist signature. Well, first I'll show you the price tag. $6.99. I think that's a steal. I'm really not sure what it says, but there's definitely a name or two on there. So I think somebody's going to be very happy to have this in their home. This will be available on Etsy, though I do wish I could put some of my own flowers in it. And then secondly, the only thing I got at that estate sale with the beautiful rug / carpet, I'm learning. I don't know exactly what the words are to describe that art piece that was on that wall, but oof, it was a beauty. I did actually discuss with my husband if we would go back and get an offer on it, but he didn't like it. He thought the coloring on the lower half was pretty ugly. Mind you, I just got my nails done today, and guess what color it is? They were asking $2,500 for that piece, and I understand why, because after researching a little bit, he is an Israeli artist who is very renowned, and a lot of his pieces go for $2,500 plus. So they were asking $2,500. I thought about offering one, as in 1,000, and having that as a staple piece in our home, because we do have a large front entryway where that would look really nice, but no dice, which is totally okay. I mean, we don't just go throwing out that kind of money every day on pieces, believe me, but it was a really beautiful, unique piece, and it'll hold its value because of who the artist is, and apparently it was a custom design. So anyways, that's a little more about that piece. I am going to go ahead and shine this up because there is a lot of wear on the inside. It is made in India according to the tag. I would say I paid up a little bit for this because I ended up paying $12 for it. However, I think I could maybe bundle it with a brass unicorn I have that's much smaller than the ones I just bought, and it stands alone.
So we'll see if I can do something like that and maybe get a little more return on it. Okay, that covers everything, so we'll go back to my original clothes. Okay, that completes this haul for the past few days. I hope you enjoyed that. Comment below and let me know what your favorite item is that I found. I appreciate all your feedback as I start on this new journey here. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I hope you find some more treasures soon. Remember, my Etsy store is called TinyFindsTreasures. I will put a link to it below, and I'll also link each of these items once I get them up in my shop. Talk to you soon. Bye!